Howdy, folks. Buck here, and I'm back. I know I posted I need a vacation. Fishing Planet must have been listening. They gave me a vacation. They sent me over to Maldives. I'm still there. I'm loving it. Been what I needed. Back in the saddle again. Anyway, great map. Fishing Planet outdid themselves on this one. I'm loving it. We got back our spinning tackle. I'm not a big fan of just rolling around, biting big fish, and that be the extent of it. Kind of like what Japan is. This is different. Completely different. You've got so many atolls all around that you can get into with calm water. Some of them are 50 feet deep, some are 30 feet deep, some are 90 feet deep. So you can use a plethora of different lures and depths and just all kinds of gear. You can, we don't have enough spots. 7 rods are not enough. I carry more than 7 in my boat. For real. Yeah, I need more than 7. To be comfortable. You need to be able to have 2 rods when you're on the bottom, 2 rods when you're trolling. You need 2 of the spinning rods. You need to be able to bring a match rod. Match rods back in the game here in the ocean. In these lagoons, some of them are only 30 feet deep. You've got a waggler. Let's go over there for a little bit. Take a look at what I got up there. Yeah, no problem. This is the match rod I took with me. I came back and got it. It was because I saw a need for it. I should have got a smaller one. I thought, I didn't know what I was going to run into, but right away I said, okay, I can use a match rod here. I just went and grabbed the biggest one. I should have got something a little bit smaller, somewhere in the Brutus 30, 40 pound range. Even a Majesty would have been quite all right. Because you're hunting smaller fish with these. But I latched onto some bigger ones though, with the live bait. So depending on where you're fishing, a lot of the coral reefs are shallow. This comes in real handy. If you're coming here, do not leave without a lightweight. Do not leave without that. You need something to throw a mini crank. That's what you're going to get these spot fin flying fish with, and the yellow striped scads. This works wonderful for that. Not a problem. I knew I wanted to do something else in the video. I already shot the tour video. I'm shooting the beginning of it now. And I forgot. Well, that's for another video. We'll do that one. Okay. What else did it? In your trolling, I had 2 trolling sticks. These are the big heavy boys. 243 pounder, and this is a 254 pounder. They don't get any bigger than that. And you wear them out. I had to actually come back and repair them. I've been there for fishing around the clock though for 4 days. But you wear them out. Now what did I bring here? These are the 2 spinning rods. Gotta love them. These poppers, catching big fish on poppers, surface lures, and this club series right here. You got to go with this. You have to take this with you. It goes on this 5/8. This guy fits on there. Your where else? Wait, let's go down here, Buck, because this is like the bait shop. This is the tour. This is what you want to bring. Bring yourself a hunched runner, 26 footer. Bring yourself a triple runner, 19 footer. These lagoons are all different depths. You'll use all 3 of these, depending on where you're at and how to work. And these fish hit on all of these. Excellent fishing. It's sweet. Even the jerkbait. I got a couple of bites on the jerkbait. Okay. The crankbait is a must. At this 30 footer, gotta have this. Even if you get out there with the seagulls in the frenzy, and I throw this crankbait on this stick right here, and I'm catching tuna on that crankbait, and this one actually. Yellowfin, dogtooth, big eye, slipjack, all on this setup, right off the back of the boat, stationary with the seagulls screaming and the flying fish flying in your face. It's sweet. All right, and then of course, I only got, because they gave us the sticks here and stuff. We could buy stuff in the store. I never really trolled. I never needed more than 1 bottom rod. So I left it at 1 bottom rod, but trolling, I wanted them. I wanted to be able to troll with the 2 rods. And if I had bottom rods, normally I would buy a second bottom rod, because if you're out fishing for the big guys in the deep, you want 2 bottom rods. One just it takes too long for them to drop it all and everything like that. So, with that being said, a little bit on the gear. Enjoy the tour. Fuck. What you want to do? Enjoy the tour. Enjoy what I put out. It's a little bit different this time. There's so much water. We didn't go visit everything. I tried to at least point up all my markers so you can pause the video at any time, grab markers for the unis that you want, and go from there. Enjoy. I'll be back. We got plenty more videos coming. I'll be pumping them out all week. Alrighty, guys. Have fun with this one. At the end, if you get anything out, remember to hit that like button. We appreciate it. All right. We'll see you later. Well, folks, finally made it. I am here. All die. This is pretty cool. There's the boat. Main marina here. Tell you what. Wouldn't waste too much time fishing here at all. There's a couple of snorkelers swimming around in here. It's early in the morning. We just got here. Not a whole lot stirs around here at 5 o'clock in the morning, that's for sure. Pretty locked up and quiet, but I have yet to catch a fish out of there, just saying. Okay. Well, this is kind of where they put us in at. I'm thinking pretty much, and it's really cool. I mean, you just see the fish, the rays, everything swimming around. Nobody's up yet. I'm sure my buddy Newt's up. We'll check out Newt. Yep, he's up. All right, Newt. Nothing this morning, buddy. Nope, I'm working today. All right, we'll be back later. We got things to do. Well, folks, this is kind of the resort. Marilyn Monroe's not here yet, the clerk. It's not. She don't start till 9 o'clock, I think. Here's kind of the pool out here. There'll be sunbathers out here, synchronized sunbathers later today. Now, the only luck I've had at all catching any fish here at the resort is kind of out back here, and that's very slim to nothing. But there's kind of a reef barrier that goes all the way around. You can actually get your boat in there, and I've trolled through it. Fished here and there. I mean, a little bit here and there you'll catch. I didn't spend a whole lot of time here. To be honest with you, the fishing isn't that great. There's too much other good fishing. That's the thing. But the accommodations are real nice. You know, Fishing Planet hooked us up pretty good here. Everything looks pretty sweet. You can walk all the way through here. This here is more for just those that like to explore. That's pretty much it. The nuts and bolts is out on that boat. However, game's changed, like I said in the beginning. The fishing is sweet. The fishing is real good. Now, you can walk forever over there. Well, not on this one. That's right. You get nailed on a couple of these. And some of them, you can walk all the way around and you get to like one last little thing to cross over to get back to your boat, and you can't make it across. So you got to walk all the way back around that atol. It's pretty bad there if you don't know which ones you're going to get burned on. But other than that, I mean, that's what you don't know, you're discovering. I know not to go around that way no more. I'll tell you that. But this is kind of everything. There's just fish everywhere. It's sweet. It's really sweet. But there's not a whole lot of fishing to do here. All right. Let me get back to the resort. I'll be right back. All right, back to the resort. We are going to zip over to the other drop zone, which is Kuda. Alrighty, folks, we are here. Now, I prefer fishing here. This is where I like to come to start off. You're going to be here for a lot of those beginning missions to get your boat painted. You can catch some fish. I was catching some fish out here on the ocean side. Not worth my time. However, this is what's so great about this new map. I mean, Japan is pretty much we're all out there in deep water. I mean, if you're going to fish Japan, you're going to go, you're going to fish for the big boys. You're going to be out there deep. You don't have to do that here. You can enjoy this map. So sweet. The back lagoons, all these atolls that are splotched all over the place. It breaks the current. It breaks the waves everywhere. Some of them you can get into. You can back your boat into them. Some of them you can just shore up to and walk around the edges. But it brought back our spinning gear. I mean, this right here. Whoops, wrong one. That one works too, real good too. I'll show you where this one does. But this one here, the lightweight. This little rascal right here you're gonna love this stick. This is the Breakwater X, 8-foot 10-inch, X current 10,000 SE on it. It's 5/8 up to 5 7/16. So this, I mean, that's half. You can throw a half ounce on this thing and get away with it. I mean, it's not a problem. Not a problem. But this is your rig. This is what you want. This lure. Now, if you ain't got if you don't have a Club Series deep runner, just get yourself the deep runner, 33-footer, 6-aught. I haven't taken it off this stick. I keep this geared up with this, and my other stick's a little heavier, 198 pounds here, only 1 3/4. Okay, that's all. That's the lightest you can get on there. But he's a lot heavier. This is great for all the pilkers. I mean, this guy he's a 200-pound stick now. We're having fun with these uni giant trevallies. These guys, let's go over and take a look real quick. What's on this stick, landing on. Now, you're going to catch these blacktip reef sharp constantly. But the tuna, that's what's great. The landing tuna. And I'll talk about that a little bit further in the video here. Indo-Pacific king mackerel on spinning gear, mahi-mahi on spinning gear, Narrabri mackerel on this spinning gear. I mean, this is sweet. Japan can be kind of boring. I gotta turn that down as I'm blasting myself out. All you're doing is a lot of deep tuna fishing, and this added fishing back into the game. I love it, I must say. Put that stick away, Buck. We've got a lot to do. So anyway, hit all your lagoons. Some of your lagoons are like 90 feet deep. Okay, and then you can get pilkers in there. You don't have a problem. Most of them have, little shorelines here that you can see, and then you have a drop off in there. But a lot of them are 40, 60 feet deep. And these sturdy, you really want these all your deep stuff, your hunch runners, your minnows, your crankbaits out there. And one thing else that you have to bring, and that's an ultralight with a mini crank. You've got to have that with you. I'm having a blast with this thing. There it is. Night feather is what this is a test account, guys. This isn't remember that. This isn't my stuff. I was given this stuff to fish with. So this is cool. And I can buy stuff in the shop. So I didn't, but they gave me what I wanted for these fish. And I just went and got myself a mini crank. They didn't give me that. We're number 1 on here. This is sweet. This gets you those fine fish. It gives you the scad. And one after another. It's a lot of fun. On lightweight spinning tackle. Oh, it's sweet. I put that stick away, Buck. All right, so that's the deal here on all these atolls, in all of them. And there's a variety of fish in every one of them. Some of them are just straight up with trevallies. I've been over there with Newt this morning. He fixed me up a little Bloody Mary. I'm a little bit goofy. All right, guys, we're going to leave here. We're going to go back and get on the boat, and I'll be right back. And we're going to go over the map first. I'll see you in a few. All right, we're here. How about the new ride, huh? Isn't that sweet? Like color Buck picked? They had 4 or 5 different colors. I like this one. Blends in with the water. I figure them big fish won't see me. Huh? What do you think? All right, let's get up here. This is pretty sweet. Nice little rig we got here, folks. Just a real quick rundown on there. You got 5 positions here now, which is really cool. Each one of them has an adjustable rod stand up and down, so it depends on whether you've got your trolling live bait or whether you got the shorty bottom rods in there. It makes it really sweet. That's nice. Match rods. Oh, match rods work here. I'm telling you, they work. That's why I say 7 sticks aren't enough, because when you're out there on the bottom, you want 2 bottom rods. When you're trolling, you want 2 trolling rods. When you're spinning, you gotta almost have to have those 2 spinning gears that I got right there. Then you need yourself a match rod. Match rods work here in a lot of these lagoons. You get a match rod with a waggler on it, you can get down 17 feet. Some of them are only 30. Yeah, I'm catching a lot of stuff on a match rod. I brought my equator match with me, and then you need an ultralight. So there's too much. There's too much, because all the fishing is good. All right, let's take a look at the map real quick, because this kind of tells the story. It's going to save us a lot of moving around. All right, main body right here. This is where we're at. Okay, and you can see the contour lines. I mean, if you fish Japan and you've never fished before, and you figured it out in Japan, this is kind of the same. Okay, you got all your contour lines. It picks your shelves, how sharp your shelves are, how steep they are, is how tight these lines are. That'll tell you if they're spread out, it's not very steep. But if they're all jammed in there, that's elevation changing very quickly. So that's a steep shelf. You always want, and that's why I have them marked. And believe me, this is where you catch them. Uni swordfish 1200. I'll tell you what, folks, when I was done catching that one, I went and saw Newt at the bar. I mean, that was it. That was a 45-minute fight. That fish was massive. All righty, didn't get any video of that. Still have a little bit, I think, here and there. But you want to run these channels. This is where all the big guys are. Just run them, and you'll just catch everything. The swordfish, the black marlins are in here. The uni black marlins are, I think, right around in this area right here. Now, this channel right here, let's lower it up here a little bit. I only have one end of it marked, but it runs, and they're going to run you, one of the missions is going to run you down through this channel. Tuna. All through here is your tuna run. That's where you want to be. So set yourself up. I didn't put one up here. I didn't want to waste one, because I can just travel here and zip right over here and start if I want to run tuna. I run tuna in the daytime and run the big boys at night. That's when you're going to get them. Now down here, all the way down here, let's go here. Oh, this is south. This is Fire Island. Now this is where I go at night with that little ultralight. And we'll take a trip over there. I'll show you Fire Island. And this is where I get the scads and the flying fish. I mean, just right there. You just right off the surface with that ultralight. Pretty sweet. Now, this set down through here, very nice. Uni Greater Amberjack right there. This is where it's shallow, considering everywhere else. And there's coral reefs everywhere. So be careful. Don't tear up the coral, guys. There's coral everywhere. Buck's already got fined a couple times for tearing up the coral. But you can troll down through here. I troll down through with live bait. Japanese anchovies, the jack mackerel, just bang, 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 bang. When you get over here, you'll see them. We'll take a trip over here. I won't snap over to this one. But all of these atolls, guys, every one of them, like here, you can get in there. Boom. I back the boat right up in here and just drop anchor right about here in the middle. I can hit the whole thing with spinning gear. And then you can always get out and walk around this too. You can get out most of them. Most of them you can get in and fish, you can get on. Okay? The bigger ones. Now some of the little ones, you can't get to them, but you'll figure them out. Most of them you can. If you zoom in and it looks like you can get your boat, but you can get your boat in there, like right through there, yep, you can get on this. You can get in there and there's fish in there. Calm seas. So you get those poppers out, you get that surface plugs out. It's a lot of fun. Darth's here. Alrighty, now let's see. Up in here, a couple of campfires. I'm still working on this area. Tell you the truth, up in here, I'm not having a whole lot of luck. poking around here and there. I think, what do I have marked up here? Get close enough to it to get on there. Oh, there's a uni-striped bonito. Double hook pilker on him. Went early in the morning. All right. And then you can get in these guys. Get in there and fish. This is a sweet spot right here. This is a coral reef right here. A lot of the barracudas in here. Now don't get up in there and smash the coral. Back up in here, and you can fish this old ledge here. And those barracuda, the great barracudas are right in here, all through here. Real nice fish in there. I think I put a navigation buoy over. Yeah, hit this little smaller area right here too on the way over to here. Inside of here though, you're gonna get where's that green job? Over here. Trophy Sweet Lips, Uni Black Tip in that one. That was along that's along that northern trail. Very good fish. Up in here. There's the Uni Barracuda. Right off of this shoal. Well, I was inside on this guy. Oh yeah, this was one. Yeah, this was on a popper, I think. Yeah, stealth popper, 6 ounce 8/0. Pretty sweet there. This was one you couldn't get in, but you could pull up to. And the trick is to back up to them. Rather than you try to get that nose in there, you're not going to get to the island where it gives you to get off. Now, if you get in there sideways, then you get all hung up. Just back in there, you'll be able to get that. You'll be able to get to that E key a lot quicker. Alrighty, guys. I think that I haven't even been. Like I said, I've only been I only had the privilege of 4 days. I haven't even been out in here yet. More to come from Buck on that. All right. What I really want to show you is some really cool spots. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out of the marina here. We're going to kind of come around here. This really good fishing over here. I want to show you this so you can get to that real quick and get a lot of your unis out of your way. Turtle Island's over here. That's pretty cool. We'll take a drive through there and we'll kind of head out through here. All righty. I'll see you in a little bit. All right. And we're out. We're out. All we got to do is just head a little east over here. You gotta watch when you're out cruising around. Pay attention for them sandbars. They're all over the place. You'll get hung up. You'll be really angry about your lower unit being all messed up. This is a lot of fun. A lot of good fishing here. We're gonna have a blast. Stream a lot from here, I think. So it's not much of a ride. Normally we'll use travel buoys from here on out, but this one here is really close. Boy, this thing drives like a truck. It will change directions quick on you. No tougher trolling. We're going to do, make sure you check out my performance series. The Volan is much smoother trolling machine. This requires a little more power in the turns. Keep your lures on plane. So, a little bit different. All right, let's get in there a little bit, Buck. Show the good folks where they got to fish at. All righty, back her up. Back her down in there real close to that side. Each one of them probably. Oh, gotta get down, Buck. Pull that out. Over there. So, I was a little bit closer, but I was just throwing in against there. There's a narrow barred mackerel unit and a triple hook pilker. That gold one. That was on that stick number 5 I was telling you about, guys. Giant trevally, uni there. Same lure. I got these all at the same time. I I just sat over here and I purposely fished in 4 different spots. Ain't got a uni one of this King Max yet. We're still working on the uni. Anyway, you can slow the video down there. That'll give you some marker. I'll give you some markers there anyway, huh? All right. I'll try to give you the rest of them if I remember. All right. So that was here. Now, again, Atholhu right there. I didn't play around over there too much over there. And this, we got the turtles over here. So, put your map away there, Buck. Let's go over to Turtle Island. I'll be right back. All right. All we had to do is make a quick left-hand turn. Now, I tried to get out. Backed up everywhere. Really wanted to get up close, get one of them turtles, but that ain't happening. At least I haven't found a way. So if you find a way to get to the turtles, let me know. Keep an eye on that depth finder there on the radar. That'll keep you from getting beached. Oh, there's no turtles out today. Oh, it's cloudy. They're not sunning. Oh, there's a couple over there. There's some in the water. 6 feet of water, Buck, easy. There's our turtles. Probably gonna run into something now, huh? Yep. You're beached. All right. I'll be back. Okay, folks, from here, I'm going to show you Fire Island. So we're going to take a shot to Fire Island, which, oh, that's going to kill me for travel time now. Won't be able to travel for a while. I'll be right back. Oh, that was quick now, wasn't it? Really fast. Anyway, here we are. Fire Island. It's on fire all the time. I don't know who did that. I think they're still looking for him. Anyway, nighttime especially, come here. And all you need is this little guy right here. Now remember, these are big fish. You're in the ocean. You'll notice almost all my retrieves are on 3-speed. I mean, that's what you want to do. You just want to rip this thing through the ocean. Now, here's what we got here. Hopefully I can find one of them because we're going to have to drive for a while, so I'm going to find one of them. There's seagulls on this map, just like Japan, and you can have a lot of fun chasing what I call seagull chasing with your spinning gear. Now, what you're looking for are those seagulls, because under them seagulls run tuna and the mackerel and a lot of side fish. I mean, they're just eating on the surface and they're in a frenzy. Along with, as you see them, all those flying fish, the spotted flying fish, spot fin flying fish. They're all over there flying. They're flying in your face, actually. I hope I'll get us hooked up into one of those nests. But you just you can hit that mini jig out there, and you're in deep water, but you can throw that mini jig and just keep ripping it. It'll look like it's not even moving, but it is. It's going down 3 feet, and that's where these guys are out on the surface. You will catch them quite often. Now, the other thing is the tuna. You can get all those tuna, yellowfin tuna, the dog tooth, albacore, the big eye, all on this stick right here. This stick right here. Just throw it out there and just start ripping it on a number 3 right through that frenzy, and you'll land them. And you can switch back and forth between this guy, the hunt runner. This one runs 33 feet. The deep runner, the hunt runner, I believe, runs 26, and then there's a triple runner that runs 19. And you use those when you figure out the depths in a lot of these lagoons. But when you're out in the open ocean, it don't matter. Just throw something on them because they're at the surface feeding anyway, and you're going to get hooked up quite often. It's nice catching these 100-pound tunas, 110-pound tunas on this 150-pound gear. That's a nice fight. Really nice fight. All right, let's take a look where we're going to next. I'll be right back. There's one. I forgot. This is a fully paid expense, all expenses paid. I can fast travel anytime I want with the gold. What do we got here? Ah, there's a trophy Great Barracuda. Again, on that deep runner. Alrighty, folks. Here's what I did. We fast traveled again. I want to show you this spot over here. So I fast traveled down here. And I just go right in here. I've fished in this one here before. I knew there were fish in here. But that's where we're at. And like I said, a lot of these are deep. So, here, but not, what do we got there? Well, the boat's sitting in 9 feet of water. That should get us somewhere close to the middle. That's a little further out, not quite the middle. Let's see what we got there. 50 feet. So that 33 foot deep runner is perfect. And that was my first cast. I just threw it out there and started a yank and hit her up right away. All right, so on to the next one, and then we'll, like I said, there's just so much here. I'm just trying to give you some nice points. So these are the things to look for. You find yourself a little hole in there, and a lot of them, like I said, if they don't have a hole in them for you to get in, you can get around them a lot. You can get on them. Here's one. Get on this one. Not a problem. Not a problem. You can get in this one. So, good fishing. Oh, up here. This one here is kind of cool. I think they take us to this one in one of the missions. I can't remember now. I think so. They put you near where the island is. That might be where you have to catch the butcher shark. I don't remember. I didn't start making any marks until I figured, well, dude, you're going to have to do a video. So I tried to run around and catch as many fish again and get some marks going on there so I can give you guys something anyway. But, I mean, this is just sweet. Now, again, well, I'm going to get over here. I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we're going to head back to the resort. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, I'm headed over to this little coral reef over here. I just wanted to give you a look at the radar there. You could, well, just got away from it now. I mean, it was completely filled with fish. There's right there where I have that marker buoy. It's a very good spot to fish. There's fish all over the place. Top water, medium column, and the bottom. Not a problem over there. Nice place to hang out. All right, we're up here. Let's see here. How much further we got to go? A little bit further to go. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, I'm back. Now, where did I get us here? Well, if you look down here, I got us to this little island right over here, and this kind of starts. You can see the coral reef beginning right here, and this is what you kind of look for out there. You'll see the coral. This starts this coral reef. Now, a lot of these fish, they hunt on the opposite side. They hunt on the ocean side of the coral reefs. And when you find these coral reefs, look at all the fish on our radar right in front of us. That's what you want to do. You want to find the coral reefs and be careful. Don't mess up the coral. Look, we're only in 25 foot. Over there, it's like 2 feet of water on that coral. You can see that whole coral reef there. That doesn't do it any justice there. I'm going to head right up through here, and you can see as it's marked on the contour line or on the top of the reef, that coral runs around us. So this is a good place to be. As you can see on the radar over here. That's at every level of the water column you have fish. This is where I throw on live bait, and I troll live bait because it's really not all that deep. It's only 55 feet of water here. But there's a lot of fish right in here. Especially those fast running ones, the mackerels, the barracudas, the trevallies you're going to find in here. And I trolled about 5 knots. Like 1% on the engine. This is just filled all the way up through here. You go up through these islands, right all the way up through there. Right on up through, and I just kind of follow it around, and I follow the fish, whichever way. Sometimes the fish are bringing me around this little island, and I come up through, and that's where I grabbed this guy. What was this? Japanese anchovy, 8-aught hook. I was live troll, live bait. So, here we are, Buck. There you have it with that, and you could tell again, like I said, tons of fish out here. All right, Buck. Turn that down for a second before you run into something. And let me see if there's one more place. I'll be back. There's one. Alrighty, one barracuda on a popper. Okay, folks, I think that pretty much done the doozy here. I hit this area up here. That kind of does it for here. You want to hit those channels, that's for sure. Make sure you hit this one down through here for your tuna. You can come down here and actually circle around this island if you want. Come right back down this channel, circle around this one, and come right back down through. Make your sweeps. You'll load them up. You'll load your net up, and then be prepared when you start trolling out in here. The big boys live out there. I broke a reel here already just that fast. It's stuff that I shouldn't have been fishing with. I brought that Tropicana with the ballerina. That only lasted about a day. But there's a lot of great lightweight fishing to do. You can't go wrong. All right, with that, I'll see you back at the resort. Well, guys, we're back. Boat's all loaded up, tucked away. Looks like Newt's got a crowd going on already. Got our sunbathers. Howdy, folks. How was water today? Alrighty. Uh-oh, twins. Synchronized sunbathers. Twins. Oh, there's Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. Newt, he's still jamming. I ain't seen him pour a drink since I got here. What are you gonna do? He's doing something. What we got out here? Oh, we got a few sunbathers. Oh, it's the synchronized sunbathers. Check it out. They move exactly the same. Up. Get those fingers. Pick your nose. And down. Love it. They move in sync with the ones out front, too. Alright. Dude, it's been a long day, my friend. Order me up a cold one. I'm not going anywhere. And for you folks, hope you got something out of this. I'll be back with a lot more. We got a lot of missions, a lot of fish to catch. I'll see you later.